And hello everyone. Welcome to the Vacation Podcast #1. This has been a long-awaited podcast series, something I've been trying to do for a while now. And I brought with me a couple friends, Isaac and Cole. Some of you... Hello. Cole, give us a little hello.
Hi.
Unfortunately, we've only got 2 operable microphones for today, so they're going to have to do a little bit of sharing, so...
It's a little bit past the bone.
Yeah. We don't. They might not have the greatest microphone control, but we're gonna do our best for you here. Get you the facts, and only the facts. So, first topic of the day, I wanted to bring up Bitcoin because I actually just checked it this morning. Bitch is over $41,000. I saw an article the other day saying that by 2021 it should cap 50,000.
It went up $2,000 between Thursday and Friday. Overnight, it raised $2,000 in value.
Fucking crazy, man. I remember a couple months ago it was at 15,000. It's fucked up.
Bitcoin is probably, well, for a second, a lot of people were scared of it because it was dropping shit like earlier years and shit like that. But with like everything going on and
with the dollar collapsing and shit, man.
Yeah.
And inflation getting so high.
And not even that, you're using Bitcoin for everything now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's taking it. ATMs are popping up all over different head shops throughout Michigan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
smoke shops and stuff like that.
Even the shops we work at, we've been getting offers from the Bitcoin companies to come in and install Bitcoin ATMs where you can just transfer cash for Bitcoin or vice versa.
And that's a small town in Michigan. Not even nothing big, nothing over big population, just a little.
Yeah, really. It's probably already in the cities, honestly, in certain areas.
Yeah, they are. I think our closest one is on. The one that I know is Chibi Hut on 23 Mile. I know they have an ATM.
23 mile, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. But for everyone out there, I recommend looking it up. You know, maybe not investing at the moment, but definitely waiting for it to drop because there's definitely that cycle.
Yeah. If it drops, yeah. But at the same time, it's moving so upward right now.
This is true.
It's quick. Not even just that. The whole stock market in general is moving. And
where do you think it'll go? Do you think it'll get pretty high? You think it'll cap out somewhere?
personally, it will cap out, and it probably will plateau, and then probably drop.
Yeah, because there is limited. From everything I've read, there's limited Bitcoin, and China's buying a shit ton of Bitcoin right now.
Of course, it is. You can trade it for whatever you want, and China's gonna do whatever China wants to do with Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. They'll do anything to undermine the U.S. dollar.
Well, not even just that. You can hide your transactions with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You can leak You can leak those Bitcoins to like fake bank accounts and do. Whatever just you want, get whatever you want.
Encrypted names and shit like that. Yeah, buy whatever you want with it. I think it's pretty cool. There's a bunch of different cryptocurrencies out there now, like Ethereum, fucking Litecoin and shit. A lot of them are kind of scamish, but definitely seems to be the way currency is going to be heading from now on.
Well, Bitcoin just got lucky because now it costs more than it's worth more than the US dollar now.
It is.
So with that, it's the highest one and everything. Everybody's trying to figure out how they did that. How did you get something that's worth more than the money we have?
Confidence, man. Fucking confidence in U.S. dollar has been dropping for a long time. Because our fucking dollar's been basically based on like Saudi oil prices. Something with the, what is it, OSEC or something like that? But yeah, no, Saudi oil prices. Our government's been working with them to...
No political shit, John. No.
All right, okay.
Shit.
Okay. It's not even okay. It's not even necessarily that.
It's more so just like...
It's still a fact, though. Yeah. The dollar is based off... What the fuck is it? Is it OSEC? Let me look. It's the... Oh, wait, no. OSEC is the Office of the Secretary of State. What's the Saudi oil company? No, that's Saudi Aramco. Never mind. I don't know, but I do expect the U.S. dollar to get pretty fucked this year. So last year, 20% of all currency currently in the United States system was created last year. And they don't even print the dollars anymore like they used to. Like the Treasury Department's not printing it. They basically just gotta go, punch in a number, and hit enter. Just click a couple buttons to just add a couple zeros to the total. So, everyone out there, I personally recommend investing a lot of money into like assets. And
housing, farming, just land, everything.
Land, something, self-sustainability.
Not even just that, everybody's leaving the cities.
Yeah, fuck
cities are getting empty.
Yeah, New York City, 600,000 or so people have left the city, I think in the course of last year, and they haven't come back yet. I think something like 90% of the wealth has moved out of the city, so... And that's being copycatted all over the country. Fucking LA's getting hit pretty hard. Detroit, Do you remember how's Detroit been doing?
I don't really know a whole lot, honestly. They're just kind of.
Yes, Detroit's probably cruising, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I think they've been pretty quiet. I personally haven't kept up on Detroit, so I'm not sure.
Well, I
Of
wonder
the
how
inner
like
city itself.
Motown and Hockey Town and shit, you know, because they were having a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, I bet, but they really can't be doing a whole lot now with everything being closed. Like no sports or nothing, no
yeah.
casinos. That's
Yeah.
all that was on
Well,
the streets.
Are
And that
casinos
whole
closed
block.
too?
Yeah,
Is all that
you
shit still
can't do
closed?
nothing.
No.
Yeah, you still can't go to a restaurant.
Man, yeah. I wonder how hard it'll get hit after. We're gonna start seeing the effects of that.
But I guess next week they're supposed to open up, or next couple weeks.
Yo.
Next week, 2 weeks, something like
Just
that.
everything
Or
or
I know bars are.
bars?
Because they're calling people back saying, "Hey, do you want this job back? We're about to
Mhm.
open up. Do you want to take the risk of obviously,
Okay.
you know?"
So we're starting to see hints that shit
yeah,
opening back up.
yeah, dates and times. So
I guess the fear is that they'll just close back down after. Like a lot of countries are talking about doing these weird like cyclical lockdowns.
I guess it really all depends on how quick people get sick and if people get sick. So
Yeah, we're gonna have like a COVID season. Is what it seems to be now. They got the new strains popping up.
yeah, especially if it keeps being nice outside like this. Everybody's locked up. Everyone's, you know.
Everyone wants out right now, man.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go do something?
Any excuse. That's why everyone's always at fucking Meyer or fucking at the
my.
gym.
Not even. Stop going to Meyer. Just take long drives with the windows down. Stop spreading it.
Stop going to Meyer. Yeah, stop going to Meyer to buy a fucking drink. Come on now, people.
Put gloves on when you get gas.
Well, it should have been doing that before. I mean, I don't do that. But I remember Mr. Mack and the driving instructor telling us to do that shit. He always wore like leather gloves.
No, man. Think about it. That's what everybody needs. Everybody's got to get gas.
Yeah.
How many people touch that gas pump before you do? And I doubt those people are going outside right now when it's like
Oh, hell no.
22 degrees outside. Let me go wipe these handles.
Bro, I used to work at a gas station. You wipe them down, but you're not going out there and deep cleaning
Every
them
hour
bitches.
after every customer. There's
do it like
no
one
way. It's
shift.
so cold.
Especially
so
during
cold.
the day. There's people out there all the time. You're not gonna go out there and clean it while it's being
You don't have
used.
time to. There's
time
people that they get lines. They get busy.
You know?
You can't stop life.
No, you can't. You gotta keep it going, man. You gotta keep going. That's why I'm for keeping the businesses open. It's clear the disease is out there and it's fucking some people up. Like, there's definitely more people at risk to this disease than, say, the flu or whatever. So, but we need to have businesses running. So maybe just have some sort of system in place for like late night hours for at-risk people. The masks really aren't that big of a deal either, especially for like grocery stores.
I mean, when you're working with something, you gotta touch so much money anyway. You should have gloves and everything on. But you do catch yourself without gloves touching all that money, and you do catch yourself with gloves touching items other customers had without gloves on, or because you watch people break the mask law all the time and sneeze in their hand or do whatever,
Dude,
and then
fuck yeah. Like,
So-
I remember we had those fucking plastic screens up, man. People get right up on that.
you
Cough
keep
all over that
sticking
bitch.
their heads around it closer to you, trying to get closer so you can hear them, and it's like I can still hear
People
you,
don't give a fuck, dude.
but it's alright. But
I mean, I have seen some good things out of it. Like, there was one research done that because of all of this, I don't know, craziness, more people are just habitually washing their hands, even post-lockdowns.
yeah,
Like, that's kind of bringing it back into the...
that's good though.
It is.
It was getting pretty nasty.
It is. And really, the one thing I promote
Promise
to
that's
people-
not COVID.
All right, we're fucked. We're locking down here for 2 weeks. We'll have another show every day at 8 o'clock. No, but I basically promote to people, like, go about your shit. Don't freak yourself out about it. Just be healthy, you know? Maybe try and quit smoking. You know, weed's a pretty cool thing. You can just do that. And weed's been shown, build up a little resin on the lungs. It might help actually prevent the COVID a little bit. Maybe eat some vegetables. Take care of your immune system. Vitamin D, super important. Zinc supplements. They found the zinc is actually shown to very much so boost your immune system and help fight like COVID, even just influenza and whatnot.
And go hike in the woods. Get outside.
Outside.
Don't do no public parks or nothing. Screw that. Go to that one place and just
chill, man.
go adventure. Get outside. You don't have to
right.
be with people. You don't have to go to a public place to do it. Explore. Be free.
Explore, be free, people. There's
There's
to do.
a lot of fun things outside of public places.
There are, yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people in the city got to start realizing. Like, listen, it's not all concrete jungle. Go reconnect. Let's see. What's the next topic? Let's see what we got.
Don't forget to hit up your friends either.
Oh, yeah. Check on your friends right now.
A lot of people are not doing too great in these times.
No.
So-
Canada just came out saying their suicide rates were crazy.
U.S. is bad. I know China, or not China, but Japan, their rates are really bad right now. So If you got someone you haven't heard from a minute, give them a quick call. Maybe go pay them a visit. If they don't want to see, leave a care package.
Shoot them a quick text. Doesn't hurt. Nobody's gonna be offended if you check in on them. See, come on. Are you upset when you receive a compliment?
Exactly. One thing
Depends who it's from.
Very true, very true.
Yeah, don't show up at your ex's house right now. Not the best time. COVID's not the right excuse. Another thing I've been looking at is we're gonna actually be experiencing some shortages this year in 2021. Nothing too crazy. Third world countries though, they're gonna experience some crazy food shortages, especially with things like meat and corn and flour and things of that sort. But the United States, things I've seen, we're gonna have shortages on. It's looking like aluminum cans. It looks like Bud Light and or Budweiser, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi, the big canning companies, went and bought.
Start drinking water. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that shit anyway. I mean, Bud Light's basically water, so I that's probably fine.
No. No, you need real water. Put some fruit in there too.
A grown man can easily get all the nutrients he needs to survive.
Understandable. I've seen it happen, but there's a healthier way to do that.
Yeah, you should probably.
And probably cheaper too.
Probably.
Start a garden when it gets nice outside.
Yeah, and fuck bottled water. Get a filter on your sink. That's gonna be the best thing for
Both.
you too. Both. Even if you're in the city, man.
And
That
reuse
fluoride
the
will
bottles.
calcify your brain. What's another thing? I think the United States is saying we're gonna have flour shortages. Let me see. They are.
Flowers are about to bloom.
Oh, this was the article. Depression triples in U.S. adults amid COVID-19 stressors. COVID-19 has tripled the rate of depression in U.S. adults in all demographic groups, especially in those with financial worries, and the rise is much higher than after previous major traumatic events, according to a study published yesterday in JAMA Network Open. And this was published September 3rd, 2020. Okay. So burdens unequally distributed. So yeah, it's affecting everyone right now.
Another reminder to talk to your friends. Hit up the people you care about. So everybody's having a hard time right now. So if you feel like things aren't going too well, there's probably somebody you care about who feels the same way.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of feeling that global stress. There's a big weight on us right now. And that's because we're in for some crazy times. We got a lot of responsibilities that we're gonna have to start picking up. All right, I got a list here on the actual shortages. So beef and poultry. When meat processing plants reopened after the initial shutdown, production was slow due to new protocols. And I guess the recent outbreaks have been making it worse, because I'm sure most of you have heard by now the new strains have been confirmed. And last I checked, Colorado and California. So it's nothing too crazy to worry about. Basically, the difference is it's more infectious, but not deadlier. So, want to make sure you're washing your hands, but don't freak out about it. It's not going to kill you, most likely.
Best thing to do is stay calm.
Stay calm, exactly. Just keep moving. Let's see. So beer. Oh, no, beer, no beer shortage. It's talking about the cans. Okay, we're good on beer. Canned soup. So you may have to settle for your third favorite soup as people began hoarding their favorite canned products at the start of the pandemic. I actually haven't seen a problem with that. There's always soup at the store.
I mean, it might be more of a problem in bigger cities. We are in a place with less population, so.
We'll have to get those Chicago boys on, dude. See how they've been doing in Chicago.
See, get some more perspective from bigger population.
Mm-hmm. See how they've been handling this whole thing. Let's see, snack foods. Many snack companies have had to cut back in a variety of flavors they offer. So that's no bueno. And yeast and Spam. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all are eating Spam out there, but I guess we're going to be running low.
My Spam sandwiches.
Spam sandwiches, no. If you know a truck driver, give them a hug. They've been keeping people alive this whole time. You know what truck drivers I feel bad for right now? The ones in London.
Oh.
In the UK. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it a little bit probably before, but the UK, they started employing their police department to surround the city, and they were preventing anyone from leaving or entering the city. This was right after they confirmed the new strain in the United Kingdom. But yeah, there were truck drivers that were stuck in the city of London for weeks without any idea when they were going to get to go. I haven't checked to see whether they've been able to move about yet. check that real quick. Finally, truck drivers. So December. Okay. So by the end of December, they were able to take off out of there. But it looks like they were stuck in there for 2 weeks. Yeah, the UK's had pretty much some of the most extreme lockdowns this whole time. Them, New Zealand, and France has been pretty bad. Well, obviously China, of course, too. Last I checked, they're still throwing people in their houses and welding them in there.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend a visit to China right now. But you know what's super fucked up? They've been kind of open this whole time too. Like Wuhan is open. Like the city.
I mean, gotta make that foreign money, you know?
Fucking cocksuckers. I'm gonna have to tone the language down. Sorry, y'all. This might not be a show for your kids. Let's see. What else we got? There was some cool shit going on. Like, did you guys see the new SpaceX shit going down? They've got their new, what are they calling it? I think they're just calling it serial number 8 rocket. This is a prototype Starship rocket, but it's like an all-in-one reusable rocket from what I'm able to gather, and it can launch and then re-land itself.
Ooh.
The last test, it looks like they did, was December 9th. Yeah, that's when I'm watching right now. It fucking blew itself up after landing. But if you watch the video, it's pretty sick. So if you want to look that up, look at that yourself. It's SpaceX prototype Starship rocket SN8.
So, got all those people trying to leave the planet Earth.
Exactly. All the 1%ers, they want to leave us behind and go to Mars and raise their kids in the Rust Desert.
Yeah, eat potatoes and ketchup like that, like Matt Damon. Was it Matt Damon or Mark
It was-
Wahlberg? I don't know. I always get those two confused.
I think it was Matt Damon. I think it was definitely Matt Damon. Where he got stuck on the planet by himself. Had to like grow shit. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool movie. Dude. Another one they're working on is a Starhopper. And it's basically another type of a completely reusable rocket. Not something that could launch off the Earth, but something that could solve the problem of launching from the moon and or Mars. Because that's something I know we had a problem with in the past, was that we could land on Mars, but we weren't able to get people off the planet. But I guess now we've kind of, since we're developing things like this, we can actually limit it to just a 2-year window. So you get there, you got to chill for 2 years, and then you can come back if you want.
Okay.
But that's pretty cool.
If you want.
If
Maybe
you want.
Mars is pretty sick.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I feel like there's probably some dudes chilling there already. You'll get there, and then they'll be like, hey, come chill in the underground cities we've got.
Yeah, it's actually where all the Aztecs went.
That's...
So
They all ascended. It wasn't actually the disease. They had their own rapture and were sent straight to Mars.
yeah, it's a crazy story, dude. You should ask them about it sometime.
You should definitely ask them about it sometime. I'm sure they'd love to tell you. Well, talking about planets and colonization, I am actually of the opinion that Venus would be a better candidate as opposed to Mars. Because I've seen some things talking about it might even be easier to build like these kind of cloud cities in the atmosphere of Venus, since it's such a thick atmosphere. We can just basically go and float, and it's closer to the sun, so like solar power would be a lot more feasible, and it has a magnetic field.
It's like, I'm trying to remember the name of the planet from Star Wars.
What one?
The one where they...
It's like Kashyyyk. That's the water one, right?
It's the one where Lando betrays them. The floating city.
Oh my God! Let me look it up right now. Floating cities.
No, is it Camino? I don't think so.
TV show. I didn't watch that.
It's from the original trilogy.
A Tabana gas mine and luxury resort in Bespin.
Oh, from the first movie.
When Han gets turned into
Yeah.
stone. Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing that like?
Wait, no, hold up. I'm fucking really wrong.
Isn't that the same thing Luke's like on when he gets his hand cut off?
I think so.
I thought they were in the Flying City when like oh god, what movie is it? Castle, Anakin. I want to say Clone Wars.
Oh, when they're attacked
and they get like married at the end.
and they destroy that planet, right?
I think so.
Oh Jesus!
I
Any Star Wars nerds out there are probably furious right
Yeah, I
now.
know. They're Don't worry, no one will ever hear this part. You've failed the Star Wars community.
Sorry, guys.
No, cloud cities would be pretty sick. Pretty sick. I'm all about it. I've actually been seeing a lot of things talking about how like planets might not even be the best option for colonizing. Apparently, it's an idea, a pretty popular idea among like astrophysicists and whatnot, that a lot of species, if they were to make it to space, they would actually opt to just build these giant colony ships, city ships, essentially.
They can just float around and collect resources from different planets.
Just chill over a planet, and you could like hang out at the planet for a while. But why would you want to stay there and be trapped in the gravity well? You know, and maybe that's what happened to humans. Maybe we just got like dropped off, or we were like bacteria on a starship that landed here.
Oh. Just build a city on an asteroid. That's the real.
It's the real mission.
Real mission. Yeah.
Oh, what's that one?
Shout out Massachusetts, though.
Massachusetts.
It's the first year no kids died in fires in 2020 in record history.
Hey,
Let's go, man.
good job,
Shout out
Massachusetts. Fucking showing up the country, man. Just locking down. They're not burning kids alive.
Yeah.
First time in record history.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like what?
It means every year before and before 2020. Every year before 2020, a kid is burned alive in a fire for some reason in Massachusetts every year, at least one.
I'm still a little disappointed in Massachusetts. This should have never been a problem in the first place.
20,000 years of being burned alive.
Wait, hold on. Is Massachusetts 20,000 years old? Confirmed?
Yes. Yes.
The United States is ancient, boys.
Always.
So it's part of their witch trials. That's when it started.
The witch trials?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it could.
Yeah, probably all those teenage girls.
Yeah.
You know?
They're
Oh
finally
my God.
they finally are sated.
Salem's theirs, is it?
So, I guess they've got a pretty good record for burning witches then.
Yeah. No more witches in Boston.
Oh yeah, so would that mean the problem is finally solved? They've completed their task?
Maybe.
Damn.
There's still
I think
Quakers in
something's gonna
Massachusetts.
No,
Something's gonna happen.
they all
They
the
finally got rid of all the witches. Is that why they're all over now?
no, they all moved everywhere else.
By the way, I ran into a lot of witches this last year.
Yeah,
I've met like 4 or 5 different ones. Just I've stumbled, and not like TikTok witches. No. I mean like some weird shit. I had to leave because it was different, and I was not comfortable.
Yeah,
in
some
that
blood book,
situation.
shadow book, actual witches.
It was no, and I was
Burning the
like,
sage and
I gotta go.
blood rituals.
I've got a whole side of my family that's been Wiccan for like the past 100 years in Michigan.
We love witches here. Let me just throw that out there. We're a big fan. We like hearing what you have to say.
Yeah.
Some of it's pretty cool. Some of it's a little interesting, but. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever Vacation IRL podcast. The show will be available on Minds, Bitchute, and YouTube from here on out, so be sure to stay tuned weekly for more content.